There we go. Alright, now I see if they have the mic working. Alright, check, check, check. 1, 2. Alright, check, check, check. 1, 2. Finally, Jesus Christ. I think it got me again. The stupid little, the use the microphone button on Streamlabs. I think it got me again. Okay. Let me just double check the audio on the game. Just to double check it's good. Alright. Let's see how this sounds next to... Let's see how this sounds. I think that sounds good. Alright. Alright, I'm happy. Mute, please. Go away. Alright. I think we're good to go, finally. That took a lot more step than I thought it would. We're at like... I started about 10 minutes early just to get this all set up on time. Alright, let's put this here. I still have a shit ton more stuff to do, actually. Now that we got the troubleshooting done out of the way. Get this unplugged. Give me just 1 second here, guys. Okay. So I apologize while we're getting all this done for the absence. It's been a while. We had some family issues happen, and then just this last week with 4th of July, it was just kind of hard to get around to streaming. Cross post this to Blisky. Oh, that's a great thumbnail. Alright, we're good to go now, finally. I think we'll just leave this like this for right now. Okay, welcome. We're playing Oracle of Ages tonight, and I'm going to give a little bit of spiel that, just in case those who don't know what this is. So after well, let's roll it back to the very first release of Link's Awakening back in '93, okay? Up until that point, it was just Link to the Past, which was the last major Zelda game, right? I think Yeah, I want to say that's the last one. So Link's Awakening came out, and kind of like Super Mario Land 2, it was an attempt to bring Link to the Past onto the Game Boy. And it was it was a fun little fiddling kind of thing, like it was a pet project, which is why it feels very unique as far as the Zelda game goes. And it ended up influencing a lot of things moving forward into the Zelda franchise, particularly the trading system. And that trading system actually influenced Ocarina of Time, which then retroactively influenced Oracle of Ages. So you kind of see this weird balance between console influencing handheld, influencing console, influencing handheld. Now, these games, as far as I know, were an attempt to remaster, if you could call it that. It wasn't really a concept at the time, but they were going to do a second rendition of the original NES game, which is what Oracle of Seasons kind of feels like. In addition to that, there's supposed to be 3 games in this installment. There's supposed to be like an Oracle of Spirits or something, but it ended up getting rolled into 2 games and released that way. Now, this one has a really unique system to it, where you can't link them. You would look at them thinking that Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, Blue and Red, you think that's kind of like a Pokemon thing, right? They don't really have a whole lot of linkability beyond trying to trade rings and I think a few other things maybe? I don't remember quite all the features. But the big one was if you finished your game, like we're going to start with Ages, we can take the code it gives us at the very end of the game, and you're going to see what kind of code it is. Take it to a new copy of Seasons, put that code in, and we're actually going to start New Game Plus in Seasons. So if you have both the cartridges, you would finish a fresh playthrough in one and start the new game New Game Plus in the other one, and then when you beat that one, you can take the code and give it back into Ages and play the New Game Plus on Ages again. It's a really interesting thing. You didn't have to link the game cartridges, by the way. This was all based in the system, which means that you could crack it initially. And what I had actually done back, mid-2000s, well past when this game had come out, maybe 2005, 2006, something like that. It wasn't 8, it was before 8. I had actually gone on GameFAQs and found someone who had posted their code allowing you to play, because I didn't have Seasons, I only had Ages growing up. I always wanted to play Ages because I had all of the strategy guides for these games had both games in one book. So you would read through and you're like, man, I really want to play this. I wanted to see the stuff that it came with. Fucking Pro Controller. Wake up. Sorry, I've got a new little Bluetooth controller, and it likes to turn itself off every 10 minutes. It's far less finicky than the PS controller, thankfully. Anyway, so I put in this code, and I was actually able to play the New Game Plus from someone else's Oracle Seasons game on mine. Now, it was a little bit finicky. Like, there was a few things that didn't quite work, but it allowed me to do it without having a copy of Seasons. And then I eventually did buy a copy of Seasons, and I had both. I think I still have them. But yeah, it's a really interesting kind of design feature. So a lot of the New Game Plus stuff will include new weapons features, extra bosses, some weird little cutscenes. It's kind of assuming that you've played one of the games and met the characters, and then they come over and you see them over there. There wasn't a whole lot entirely that was brought over. I think maybe one character's kid grows up, and that was really the big one. But then you can fight Ganon too at the very end as well. So we're going to be doing a full playthrough. We're going to start with Ages 1, then do one copy of Seasons, and then a second round of Ages again. That's going to be the plan. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm giving myself from now to the end of September. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit quicker than that. I have to say, by the way, this is not going to be the most interesting playthrough, probably. Like, if you want something as good background noise, that's fine, but I'm not going to be, like, doing YouTuber reaction crap. Like I grew up with these games. You know, I'm not gonna. I'm hoping I'm not gonna get stumped by anything like I used to as a kid. But it's just gonna be just a general kind of playthrough. So here's the secrets. There's a game link too. I'm not really sure what else. I know you could trade your rings, but I don't remember what else you could do. Crank that bad boy up. Accept our quest hero. Ooh. Ooh. Gummy controller. Ooh. That might be a problem. 1 second here. Controls. No, hold on, that's not it. Hmm. I didn't even see an option for analog. Okay. Hopefully that's something I get used to. I don't know. It's feeling really sluggish. And I can't use either analog stick. Hell, this is not the kind of game you want to feel sluggish on, you know? A lot of very precise inputs. That was frightening. I was suddenly attacked. Thank you, traveler. What's your name? Faint, is it? I see a triangle on the back of your left hand. That's the sign of the Hyrulean hero. That must be why the beasts fled. I'm Impa, nurse to Hyrule's Princess Zelda. I'm looking for a singer named Nehru. Will you help me look, Faint? I would feel safer with you nearby. Oh, that's it. Am I live? Go to live. There we go. This rock with the triangle is a sign. Could you move this rock for me, Faint? I'll just... I can't do it. So initially looking at a lot of this game, it looks very similar to Link's Awakening. It could be considered kind of a sequel in that the majority of the games share most of the assets. A few things have been refined. The biggest thing you're going to see are some of these NPC sprites are far more, what's the word, detailed, I guess, for 8-bit sprites. Like, if you remember, the villagers in Kahan'alet Island were pretty basic. A lot of the designs of Link's Awakening were kind of large, lots of like very open negative and positive space to kind of, you can tell what's going on. And that was mostly because it was a black and white game or a grayscale game, and then it got converted to color. So a lot of those same designs kept going over. It got shifted over. They just added colors to them as well. Here they put in a ton, I think actually all of the NPCs from love you too. All of the NPCs from Ocarina of Time, and they tried to get them as like similar looking to the actual 3D sprites as possible, which means that they look a little bit more like cluttered, I would say. Some of the enemies have had a little bit of an uplift too, but generally things kind of look the same. The same grass, the same flowers here. The music has had a big uplift too. It's far nicer than the original GBA, or the original Link to the Past game. Like, you can hear the different channels they had to work with here. Now I have to hear Nehru's song. How charming. Shh, I can't hear Nehru sing. Nope, not the monkey. Huh? Nehru's the best singer in Labrina. That's Labrina. Lally lally loo. Sit here and listen. How charming. You have no idea how long it took me to actually figure out you had to talk to the bear twice. I was not a smart child. Isn't it enchanting? You're Hyrule messenger, aren't you? Impa and Faint, right? A bird brought message of your arrival. My name is Ralph. I'm an old friend of Nehru's. We're counting on you. Thank you. You've come all the way from Hyrule, correct? Pleased to meet you. I'm Nehru. I've been very worried after hearing that Labrina could face many evil troubles. Don't worry, Nehru, I'm here. I'll chase away any beast that comes near you. Sorry, Faint, but I doubt we'll need you. I'm sorry, Faint. Ralph is always like this when it comes to me, but I feel that something evil's approaching, just as Ralph claims. Okay. Enjoy this music. It's the last time we're going to hear it. We don't get to hear the old 2D platform puzzle, platform tunnel music after this. It's gone. You're correct. Not bad for a diva. Not bad for Nehru, Oracle of Ages. Something terrible will happen right now before your very eyes. Thank you, Fink. You allowed me to pass through the sacred barrier. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm Varen, sorceress of shadows. Nehru, Oracle of Ages. I shall make your body my own. Ha 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 ha. I like Varen's song. It's so nice. It's like very catchy. What are you doing to Nehru? I'll cut you in two if you don't let her go. Ha! Aren't you brave? Turn a sword at me. If you cut me, it's Nehru who dies. Nehru is no mere diva. She's the Oracle of Ages, who controls time. Now the Oracle's powers are mine. I can travel through time as I choose. Oh, Jesus. Now a new age shall begin. The Age of Darkness. Ha 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 ha. I shall go to the past and do as I please. Oh my God. We're actually going to come back to that beach. It's my favorite areas. She went and destroyed the monkeys. That Varen, she couldn't touch the stone, so she used to get in here. And he's dead. I've known Nehru was the Oracle of Ages since she was a child. I've always been beside her, protecting her. But now this, Nehru. His weird sliding animations are very, like, unique to him. Nehru, wait, I'll save you. Nehru. And he's off. Oh, Faint, you saved me. To think I was possessed. Shadows were surrounding the Oracle of Ages, so I came hoping to take her to Hyrule. I had no idea this would happen. That Varen lady is frightening. I was forced to do her will, in spite of myself. Varen said she'd go back in time. She must be planning to use Nehru's power to launch some sort of plan in the past. Labrina already feels its effects. If it's true, we must stop her. Ugh, my limbs feel so heavy after what Varen did. I can't move them very easily. Faint, if the triangle on your left hand is real, then you may be the hero who will save this world. Please help us. Ah yes, Zelda entrusted this sword to me. You may use it. Thanks. Fucking wooden sword. Hold air B to charge it up and then release it with a spin attack. Faint, can you go meet the Maku tree in Lena Village? The Maku tree is the guardian of Labrina. Surely she can help. Nehru's house is in the woods, east of here. I'll be there. Alright, so... Oh. Okay, that's weird. So we've got... we've got some very weird frame issues. What's going on here? It's almost like a delay. That's very weird. I don't know, man. That's weird. That's funny. That's a little weird. I hope this works. This is Lena City. So, a lot of people like to make the distinction between ages and seasons. Is like seasons is a more action-oriented one, while ages is a more puzzle or kind of brainy one. And I don't really think it's... What the fuck is that about? Oh! Oh, okay, so I've got... Okay, that's why the animations look weird. This is my regular attack. This is auto, I guess. This is an auto fire button. That's funny. Oh, I don't know how we're going to use that. That's interesting. It holds me in place. This doesn't. Oh man, this controller is something else. We're in weird territory tonight. Anyway, so I wouldn't say that there's any less puzzles in seasons as there's less action in ages. But where I think the distinction actually is between these two is Ages is a far more narratively cohesive game, where Seasons more feels like a bunch of tech demos cobbled together. You know, like in Ages, we've got Ralph, who's supposed to be this kind of rival Link, who's not present in Seasons. Nehru and Varen actually have parts to play in the plot. You meet them and encounter them multiple times, both as as Varen is a foe and Nehru is a foe, and when she's possessed. There's a clear and concise beginning, middle, end to the whole thing. And it generally feels more like a cohesive, put together plot. You know, where Ages, like, you start it, you meet Oryx or Onyx, whatever his name is, you meet Rin, and then you don't see them until the end of the game. And there's just kind of plot beats in between then and there. And then, you know, you play the game and then you finish it. It's kind of like, it's more along those lines. I will say that for me at least, maybe it's because I had Ages and I played it for so long, the plot does tire me a lot faster in Ages than it does Seasons. And I was actually kind of thinking maybe I should swap them around in that regard, so I do Seasons first and Ages and Seasons again, because I think Seasons, even to this point, like, I don't play this game nearly as much as I do Link's Awakening. I'll play Link's Awakening at least once a year, no, because it's one of the first games I grew up with. But Ages, I'll play maybe every 5 years, maybe, you know, to kind of keep it fresh, or as fresh as possible for me. Because I really feel it's the whole going to the past thing that I think that really tires me out more than anything. I don't really enjoy. I should be reading this. Fuck. Varen, Sorcerer of Shadows, has taken Nehru, the Oracle of Ages. She's disrupting the flow of time from the past. She's trying to flood this world with the power of sorrow. We cannot give in to the one of impure heart. You must stop Varen, and soon. But to stop her, you'll need something. Rainbow Tree. Ah. I feel so weird. I'm vanishing. Something must be happening to me in the past. Help. And she's gone. Anyway, and so is my train of thought gone. Shit, what we were just talking about. Oh yeah, the change in music, the change in, like, everything's slightly browner. The fact that the two maps are pretty similar, almost identical, layered on top of each other. And the fact you have to keep jumping back and forth when you get to the mid game, it kind of wears on me pretty easily. The Macro Tree. This is more Varen's work. Faint. You made it. Varen just leapt through this time portal. If we go back in time, we should be able to save Nehru and the Macro Tree. I'm coming, Nehru. We were just there, man. Literally on the other side of that cliff there. Another one. First that guy with the weird hat appears, then you. Ever since that girl Nehru came, there's been all sorts of weird things going on. I think if you're a fan of Chrono Trigger, Ages will definitely mesh with you a lot more. There's a lot of familiar themes here. This is the entry to the tower being built. to the heavens by the order of Queen Ambi. At first, this tower was just being built to guide Queen Ambi's love safely back from the sea. But ever since Nehru came, the sun sits high in the sky, as if time itself has stopped. It's not like Queen Ambi to push us so hard. In the village, they started calling it the Black Tower. You can look around, but the construction has some areas closed. If you hang around too much, though, you might get yelled at. The Black Tower. Oh, how long have I worked? Night never comes, so I can't tell. I want to go home. My job isn't done. How can I face the Queen? I'll never make it. Just want to talk to you, man. Come here. Can't talk to this guy. My job's not done. I'll face the Queen. I'll never make it. Okay. We have the same orders. Loafers won't get off easy. Dig, dump, dig. Busy, busy, busy. If I don't hurry, the guards will come and check on me. Dig, dump, dig. Oh, how long I've been worked. Okay. A lot of repetitive dialogue in here. We must finish the tower for Ambi as quickly as possible. Queen Ambi's changed. She was never cruel, but now she makes us do the impossible. But you didn't hear from me. We're supposed to finish tomorrow, but we're way behind schedule. We'll never make it. Oh, how long it looked. Yeah, a lot of recycled dialogue in here. I never realized that as a kid. Heave-ho. Huh? A digging tool? That's the spirit, Sonny. Here, you can have this shovel. You can use the shovel to move the dirt out of the way. Now start digging. We're working hard on this tower. Help us out. About the only Zelda game I've seen actually have like a practical sequence to get the shovel. There's no going past this point. Nothing up there is complete. So there's no entry. Now get. What's really interesting to me, when I was growing up, this was actually one of the first games I was really looking forward to. It was actually one of the first games that I spent a long time researching online. It was my kind of first experience getting online to look at something. And what I was looking at was the previews. So way back in the day, Nintendo had websites for their games that were coming out, and this was one of them. So they had a whole bunch of screenshots of these games, and it was kind of, it tickled my wanderlust the same way the instruction manual for Link's Awakening did. So, you know, I was a dumb kid and I couldn't figure out how to do anything myself, so I would go and read the instruction manual, and it would I would kind of look at all the screenshots, and when it was like, oh, how can I go there? Where can I go here? You know, like, so you'd look at a picture, like a shot of this, you went, okay, what's going up that way? What's up this way? What's down there? You know, that kind of stuff. And there was actually, they had like I wouldn't call it a Flash game in its own right, because this was even before Flash was around, but it was like an interactive website where you could kind of wander around, and they kind of, it wasn't even wander, it was like, a rudimentary point-and-click adventure where it was just made out of web pages, you know, extremely basic. And it was something about a cliff on a tower. It was always like a map, and you would go to the various locations, and you could look at the screenshots and all that. And I was really fascinated with the graveyard area. That's what we're going to come up and see here soon. It's the first level, or first dungeon of Ages. Oh man. I'm going to be really upset with these controls if it's going to stay this sluggish the entire game. Jesus, especially with the Pegasus boot stuff. Or not Pegasus boot, the Pegasus seed? Is that what it is? I forget what it is. The speed seed. Speed sneed. And that had to be in like the very late 90s, because this came out 2000, so whoops. Or 2001, so I would say maybe like 98, 99. I remember looking at it on the iMac computer we used to have. And it had to have been before Flash, because our computer couldn't handle Shockwave, which was like the first way to use Flash in websites, you know. I remember my dad actually had to install some kind of external hard drive just so we could update the operating system to start using some of that newer stuff for the internet. Good times. So both of the games have this kind of like tutorial section where you kind of figure out how the controls work. You know, the very basic things like here's a chest, here's enemies, here's a puzzle, figure it out, you know, that kind of stuff. This one again is just kind of like the entryway to get to the Maku tree, where the other one is like the way to get your sword. And I don't know, the placing feels a little more cohesive here. You know what I mean? Coherent. Thought was put into it, rather than we have to put this somewhere, what do we do, you know? This is the guy Varen was talking about. Get him. No, leave me alone. Oh. What's with you? Keep clear. Oh dear, get them. Wow, you're so daring and so cool. I never understood the bell there. Thank you. Who are you? Faint? What a nice name. I'm the Maku tree. You are brave. They said the Oracle of Ages convinced Queen Ambi to build a black tower. Maybe she made them attack me. Thank you for rescuing me. I'll never forget it. And I promise I'll repay you when I grow up. This is about all I can do. Aha! Thank you for letting me out. Remember, I will repay you when I grow up. Be sure to come see me. Dear, when I grow up, I'm going to be your bride. I said it. Oh ho ho. Let's talk to some people here. The village has been full of rubble ever since work started on that tower. You can't get anywhere without a shovel to clear a path. Maku path. Maku path. This is Lena Village. Oh, excuse me. I haven't had any nights for a few days now. The Maku tree is a talking tree, but lately she's been bothered by monsters. The village has been hard at work with construction of Ambi's tower, but you still gotta spend time with the kids. Hey, nice one. I was fucking slaughtered that one. Okay, fast this time. I'll throw it so you catch it, Dad. They all look kind of like a happy family. Wish I could join them. Man's just gonna stand there staring at his son and his father the entire game. Oh shit! Wow, we found one early. That's awesome. So, one of the good things about the shovel is in Link's Awakening, all the rupees only counted for one. So, no matter how many rupees you dug up, you would only ever get one rupee equivalent. Those little green guys are now one. As you saw, we found a big pink one, which was 5, and then the super big blue ones are 100. I don't really know about the occurrence rates for those. They're very rare, and I usually try and find them on a beach. There's one particular area that I've always had better luck in. There's been no night for many days, as if time has stopped. I don't think there's anything down here we can do yet except talk to Orman here. I'm rafting. My dream is to make fine rafts that can sail the seas. Unfortunately, we'll be seeing him shortly. The queen was very kind until only recently. You can ask the village elder about the queen. He lives across the river, near the tower. Ouch, you can't carry them like that. The village is full of excess dirt from the tower. There's no room to walk, and any tools we could use to clear a path are being used for construction. I like this guy. It's kind of like a rubber hose guy style. Need some target practice? It's only 10 rupees. Swing your sword to hit the balls back at the targets. Each kind of target has a different point of value. Fairies are 100, blues are 30, reds are -10, and imps are -50, and a miss is -50. Prize is based on your score after 10 pitches. So it's baseball. I was initially very bad at this when I was a kid. But I got good enough to get the best prize after a while. Use some bad fucking rolls. You want the ones that have fairies show up. You definitely don't want that one. Like this one here. Oh, damn it. It's gonna get me because I'm getting used to get good again. If I can get good at all, I don't know. It's a timing thing, that's all it is to it. Timing and angle. Oh, that's one we want. Perfect. That's the big one. Oh, Jesus. You can go for those fairies on the edges. I usually don't, though. We'll just take 0 on that. $250 is a gaseous seed. Nah. We may actually have to come back here when it comes to the Beast Buddies. I'm not sure yet, though. I have to go look at actually what the consequences of getting the flute is early. Queen Ambi had a boyfriend, a seafaring man, and he set sail one day and never came back. She's building a tall tower so she can search for the lands for any sign of his return. It's called Ambi's Tower. It was a touching tale. Here's the postman, Fakarina. This isn't good. I wanted to deliver the mail on time, but I can't do it if I don't know the time. So one of the big things they did with the Oracle series is they cleaned it up a ton. As far as coding goes, it's a lot less glitch infested as Link's Awakening was. So on one hand, that's better because you can't accidentally walk into the fucking negative realm anymore by touching the wrong sprite or something. But on the other hand, it's bad because it also doesn't allow you to sequence break. You're pretty much railroaded into the entire sequence. Or if there's ways to get around it, I haven't found them yet. This guy says, only the darkness can ease my heart. I guess laughing my troll's way is just a dream deterred or deferred. Most of these characters that have distinct things, like the mailman and the sad guy, are just part of the trade sequence. Oh, we can plant our gacha seed right here, and that will turn into a gacha ball. Here's the hand paper. Do you have any paper? He wants paper. As a kid, I didn't play, or I played a little bit of Ocarina, but I didn't see much of it because I thought it was too scary. But all of these characters didn't really faze me, but playing it now, it kind of feels a bit almost, I don't know, dishonest, I guess, to take all of these characters that were written and designed for a different game and just to slap them in this one. And, it's like, you could have just made new characters, like Ralph's a good character, Ambi's a good character. I'm Adlar. For 50 years, I was a palace advisor, but ever since, been chased from the palace, and am now retired. I have known the Queen since she was young. She always held the people foremost in her heart. But since she took that girl Nehru in, she's changed completely. She quit listening to my advice. It was that girl who suggested I be banished, but... Darn gacha seeds sprouting and growing and making nuts. All those new nuts and different stuff inside. Get rid of it for me. I know a soft soil right by my house, but don't go planting its seeds there. Is there one we can put right here? I forget. I guess not. Queen Ambi's busy. She's in no mood for any who come empty-handed. Bring her a rare item in tribute if wish to see her. Yeah. I'll dig up your lawn. The games also feel far more, I guess, put together. Particularly ages more than seasons. Seasons, you still have a little bit of that arcadey, slapdash nonsense, Where sometimes things just don't make sense why they're there, but it's, it's more fun, more arcadey, more gamey. Ages is far too put together, Everything has a purpose, everything has a reason for being there, and then you'll come back to it, and then after that it has no purpose. Very linear, I guess, is a good way of putting it. Far more linear than Seasons is. The macro tree stands at the far end of this cave. It's weird. It all seems so foggy. I'm forgetting so much. Oh, you're faint. Faint? Why are you here now? I've been waiting so long for you. Don't you remember? Hundreds of years ago? Faint, you promised. When I grow up, I'll marry you. That's what you said, Faint. 400 years I waited, but I knew you wouldn't forget about me. Our hearts are bound across time by a thread of... What? That's not why you're here. Why don't you listen to me? Fine. You want to talk about Varen, right? Maybe Varen is using Queen Ambi to raise the tower to the heavens. If one of impure heart gains the power of shadow, this world will be covered in darkness. That's what this is all about. To know the past is to know the present. Varen can do as she pleases if she finds dark power in the past. All will go dark. Faint, you must stop Varen and save Nehru. No. I don't recall, but I think you need the 8 essences of time hidden in the Labrina to beat Varen. The essences hold the power to see through truth, or see the truth, and they hold my memory. You won't beat Varen if you can't see the truth. With the flow of time disrupted, my memory's fading. What will we do? I'm at a loss. But if you find the essences, I'll remember everything, and you'll be able to stop Varen. Please do this, Faint. First, I want you to go to the Yol graveyard in the east. I heard about the first essence there. I can't do much but take this. The ember seeds in the seed satchel will offer light in dark places. They burn small trees from your path. Got the seed satchel. It has 20 ember seeds. So this is the first kind of new obstacle. This was the one that showed up in a lot of screenshots. Can't cut it, can't dig it, can't move it, you gotta burn it. Like so. I'm kind of curious, so what happens, that's nice. So we got this weird auto button. What happens if we switch them? Okay, just uses them one at a time. Alright, so here's Vazu, the jeweler. Do come in, I'm Vazu the jeweler, this is your first time. Let me explain jewelry. Rings made from mystical seeds have very mystical powers. If you wear one, its mystical power will be passed to you, but you must keep it in your ring box. The mystical power will gradually weaken, and you won't be able to use it. Understood? Oh, you don't have a ring box? I like you, so here, take this ring box. At level 1. Take this ring as a sign of our friendship. Until you've had a ring appraised and its power revealed, you cannot wear it. Let's appraise it. I call this the friendship ring, symbol of a meeting. I'll appraise it for free since it's the first time. After that's 20 rupees per ring. If you buy 2 of the same, or appraise 2 of the same, I'll buy one for 30. Appraised rings get added to the list. When you want a ring, move it from your list to your box. Talk to me to see your list. Rings do nothing unless worn. This whole thing's kind of complicated. They won't really tell you here that you, which button to select here? Hold on. There it is. They don't really tell you actually have to put the ring on top of all that stuff you just learned. Whoops. Lately, folks been vanishing and turning into stone without warning. What's happening? I'm Plen, the mayor here in Lena City. Lena has a long history reaching back hundreds of years. Back then, it was Lena Village, not a city. Whew, man. Something to come back for later. They don't really explain why the castle's just gone here, but it's gone. It's completely gone. I'm Bippin, an expert arborist. Know plenty about trees. Let me tell you something. Blossom and I just had our first child. Yes, we did. Have a look. I'm Blossom. This is my first child, a healthy baby boy. Having trouble choosing a name. Can you help me think of one? What would you like to call him? Call him Spoo, I guess. Yes. It's a fine name. Should call him so. He seems happy to have it. Come visit us anytime. So this is the thing. This is like the one thing you do where once you've transferred your game over to the next game, you can go visit them in the Kid Grows. That's really about it. And there's actually no reward for doing that either, I don't think. Oh, I'm Troy. In my younger days, I traveled the world and saw many animals. Even at my age, I'm quite dedicated. You shall promise if you've come here to hear me speak. Just between us, I have seen an animal called Dimitri that swims very well. It swims up even the mighty currents with great ease. Yeah, we'll learn all about those here shortly. It's just the library, yeah. So this is just tutorial stuff. Basic stuff. BB stuff. I'm Mau Mau Yan, the top breeder in town. My dog is much cuter than that dog, much cuter. My dog's very shy. Do you know a good way to hide its face? I don't know what dog she's referring to. I always thought she was talking about the dog that's bouncing back and forth, but that's when she puts the mask on, so I don't know. And then the tower is blocked off right now. Very ominous, though. Nice music. Can't go that way yet. The text, the little hint prompts are completely gone. Now, I don't really know if you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it just really depends on how often you ran into those. I don't know who these two are. They might be Oracle characters. I couldn't tell you. So what kind of candy is never on time? Chocolate. Isn't that a sweet joke? Haha. This child is dead. My grandson's turned to stone. Why? A child's been petrified and you're making jokes. You're laughing. A child's dead and you're laughing. They're building a tower on the other side of the river. Things kind of get muddled here about, like, what's actually happening with the timeline. Like, sometimes they'll refer to things happening as actions in the present, and sometimes they'll talk about things happened in the past. It's weird. There's a weird guy over the sea. He just floats in the air. I wonder what he's like. Let me talk to you. Don't really have any for sale yet. Oops. So the trees just refill your seeds. And you can generally see that the layout and the topography is about the same in both places. Those are my favorite trees. I love those trees so much. No way, it's too scary. It's pitch black inside that grave beneath the tree. Shut up. It's no good if you get scared. Besides, it might come out. The ghost. It's kind of fun. Oh, I have a gaseous seed. I don't tend to plant it here because honestly, once you finish the first dungeon, there's no reason to come out here again. Yeah, this was the screenshot. And I love this fucking screenshot. If I was ever gonna ROM hack this game, I would make this a much bigger area, you know? Who's down here? Nothing. Okay. Ooh, skull. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I guess they didn't get rid of all of them. I'm not sure what you'd call the difference in fonts between Link's Awakening and this. I know Link's Awakening was like a lot more italicized, you know, if not completely different font. The games are pretty generous about the amount of seeds you get. Okay. And here we are at our first area, Spirit's Grave. Very good music. These guys are new, and they never really actually do anything. These are actually the statues in the Dream Egg, the ones that you have to solve the maze. But now they just kind of sit at the entrances of all of the dungeons and, you know, watch you walk around. That's it. That's all there is to them. Interesting, like, aesthetic, but, you know, kind of pointless overall. Fear me. That doesn't actually do anything. Oh, it does. Never mind. It's just got a weird hitbox. Like, he completely bypassed that. I don't know. I don't know. I get a little bit of vibes of Face Shrine in here, but not enough to actually really give you a good itch. You know, after all, it's the first dungeon. There really isn't much you can do because it's so short and just kind of a first, like, rigmarole. Forget what we need to do here. Oh, nothing, because the door's open. I'm an idiot, that's what. I think these are just, like, far more regular enemies than just being weird, glitchy things you come across in a graveyard now. Man, I'm sucking. Yeah, be careful there. The hitbox is not precise for that platform. I've had a few times where I got dumped into the pit because of it. Oh, crap. I'm in the wrong place. I'm really in the wrong place. Another one of the big differences they made is the little ping you used to get when your hearts would refill is not in this game. Which was always really satisfying when you had a whole bunch of hearts you were refilling. I didn't go up here yet, did I? Oh, man. I'm not having a good time with this one. There isn't much to this boss. You just hit him. Easy. That probably shouldn't even take me that long, honestly. I like these boomerang moblins. They're cool. Again, not something you ever really see show up in outside of these two games. I think one of the mid-bosses in Seasons is actually like a pair that would throw a boomerang around you. Yeah, it's been long enough I don't remember what all the puzzles are, so that's at least refreshing. I do unfortunately remember the ones that gave me the most trouble I actually needed to get strategy guides on. I'm going to save real quick before I forget and lose all my progress. Because apparently I'm capable of doing that on this playthrough. Not something I thought would be possible. So where have I not gone yet? I haven't gone right here. And then we can burn this right here. I could have just done this. Shit. Used to be I could blast through this thing in like, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? That was mini moon, though. This dungeon's kind of ingenious about how many puzzles you can make out of a push puzzle, but also, you know, extremely limited because what mechanics do they have to work with this early on that don't require a tool, which is push puzzles. Bit of a catch-22. Oh, you could light stuff too, I guess. That's another one. So yeah, the dungeon track has now replaced the that you usually get in like a platforming section, so no more of that. We have the spicy croissant. I always thought this thing looked like a croissant. Here's another cool thing they did, and they don't really tell you this in this dungeon anywhere, but now that you have the power wrist or power bracelet, you can actually push jars and heavy stuff instead of picking it up and throwing them. Unfortunately, you can't put things back down because they'll break, but yeah, this is a new mechanic I always liked. I can't say it's useful much outside of this dungeon, but you know, it is what it is, what it is. Like this one right here. This particular one is designed to teach you about pushing pots rather than throwing them. Because you have to put something on this, and the only thing you've got is this pot, so you got to push it. Like that. It's funny, the first tool you get in Ages is the power bracelet, and then the second one is the Rock's Feather, and that's complete 180 from, well, not a complete 180, but it's reversed from Awakening, but Ages is the only one that does this, because in Seasons, I think it's like the satchel and then the bracelet. Do we have anything else to do? Now we're good. Time to wrap this up. And not get caught by fucking Wallmaster. Which I always manage to do in here. I always loved this boss. He's such a cool boss. Again, unfortunately, very easy to beat, though. Well, I say that and then fucking beef it. Yeah. Damn it. First death. I am very rusty. And I don't believe there's any reward for doing a no-death run, besides just, you know, bragging rights, so maybe one day. I have a feeling that with this controller and the less than ideal inputs on the emulator that I'm probably going to have more than a few deaths this whole entire run. I have no doubt that the fucking rock wall, god damn it, on the boulders on the rock wall trying to make the Master Sword are going to get me killed more than a few times. Yeah, see, it's just that easy. He's such a simple boss. Eternal Spirit. The essences in both games are completely useless. They're so damn forgettable compared to the instruments. They're just MacGuffins. They serve no narrative purpose. They have no function. They're just the thing you have to pick up at the end of the level. It's me, the Maku Tree. I hear an essence echoing in the western woods. Can you go there? Oh, it's Mabel time. She better not get one of my rings. Good old Mabel. Ow, 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 watch where you're going. You just hit Maple. Mabel, the great witch syrup's apprentice. Thanks to you, all my stuff's on foul rag. The great witch will be mad, and I have to get that picture book. Who could have that book? Well, it's all made me mad, so I'm going to take your stuff too. To this day, I get a break into a cold sweat when I hear the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Not bad, that's all the stuff you get today. Yeah, Maple's a fun little RNG gimmick. The Oracle games are a really great example of applying a few little random RNG mechanics to help the game feel a little more fresh every playthrough, you know? Maple, the gaseous seeds, the rings, they all kind of serve the same purpose. Oh shit, we need to go talk to him, don't we? I forgot about him. What do we get? Another ring. Good. That could either be good or bad, I'm not sure. Gotta go back and get him though so we can start the trade sequence. Bit of a bummer, the trade sequence in these games are just to get the Master Sword. I did like how the secret seashells were separate from that so that you had something else to do. And then you got an added bonus of the magnifying glass, or the boomerang, as an endgame weapon. In Link's Awakening. Finally someone came. This headstone blocks my path to the afterlife. I'm actually below here, right? I'd appreciate it if you could help me out. Yeah, let's free the spirit. That's a great idea. He's a happy guy. I like him. You must have removed my headstone. That means I can move on to the afterworld. My heart lifts with the thought of it. Thanks. Blah, blah, blah. Can't read words. Blah, blah, blah. Too dark. Too late. Too tired. You came out. Since I'm moving on, I don't need this anymore. Take it. Hope you can reach the afterworld soon. Afterworld is such a weird word. Is that even translated properly? You got the Poe clock. It lightens the heart. Question mark. Oh yeah, you can now carry objects between screen transitions, so you can do this. Funny. It used to be you just drop it as soon as you did the screen wipe. Which would think you'd think that you would like have more opportunities to fuck the game up that way, but you know what? I guess not. I did watch a speedrun on GDQ once of, I think it was Ages. And they're actually able to do some RNG manipulation to get a particular ring that allowed you to punch. And the punch was actually very powerful to get an early game advantage. Which was neat, you know. There aren't, unfortunately, the rings, beyond a few exceptions, don't really give you that many advantages. To really diversify what you can do. I remember being really disappointed with particularly the ones that transform you into enemy sprites. You're supposed to turn into just a monster, but you can't actually fight or use their abilities. You're just a monster. And it doesn't actually affect their ability to detect you. Like, if you could pretend to be a monster and hide from them, that'd be fun. Or use their weapons or something, that'd be fun, but you can't do either of those. Sword damage and damage taken up. That's a preset one. That one always comes out of the dungeon. This is the Discovery Ring. That one helps you find gacha, the soil for planting gacha seeds, and this is our random one. It's the Cursed Ring. Half sword damage and damage taken ×2. That's a great one. That would be fun for a challenge run, though. We'll take that one for right now. And you know what? You're going to have to indulge me for 1 second here. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to save. And we're going to make a save state right here. There we go. So, if I ever feel sadistic or masochistic, I can come back and do a cursed ring run right from the beginning, as earliest as we could get that ring. And I fucked up everything else. Help me. There we go. Alright, we're going to try the power ring. This one I was never really particularly keen on using. But we'll see how it goes. I could die a lot more to that. Alright. There we go. Okay, that is reversed. So the B button is mapped to my A button, and the A button is mapped to my B button. Which means I'm actually going to put these back where they were. There. So I want the sword on my B button, which means it has to be on my A slot. Bit weird, but something we can work with. And over here is the masked merchant. I'm so hungry my stomach hurts. I'm hungry. Pardon me. I just thought you could help. I'm hungry. I think that's the masked merchant anyway. Normally I'd say the first ring you should probably have on is that discovery ring, especially if you've been playing for the first time. I can probably scum out where they are. Interesting. This was the main part where I began actually having trouble as a kid. This fucking forest. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go potty very bad. Where's the meat? Alright, I'm back. So I realize I'm talking like a toddler because I'm trying to teach two toddlers how to talk, and that's beginning to overlap my own fucking vernacular. Which I never realized as a dad, you can easily flanderize your own fucking ways of talking, start incorporating their babble speak into your own, and then it just starts snowballing. Here's the fairies. These are fairies now. This is our playground. Won't you play hide and seek? If you can't find the three of us, you can't go on. We'll hide, so try and find us. Yeah, this took me forever to figure out as a kid. I was definitely not very good at it. Oh well. So it's, dang, but there's still two more. It all goes off of, oops. How the fuck did I do that? What direction you go each screen. Like, it's the maze at the egg, basically, in Link's Awakening. So you go the wrong way, you go back to the center tree. Like that. I had the hardest time figuring this crap out as a kid. I might have a hard time today. I don't know. We'll see. The one with the rock is the one that's the hardest. See if I can remember the exact input to get to it. Yeah, last one's the hardest. See if it's this. Yep, there it is. Still got it after all these years. What, found us all? You're good, mister. Aw, you found us. We don't tease you anymore. Put the forest back in order. And this is the ancient cave. Beware it crumbles easily. Fane, you alright? And you can't get inside. The rock you blasted was a support stone that held up the cave. Too bad Nehru can't give us some advice. Maybe there's something in Nehru's house that can help. Why don't you go look? I forget who I'm supposed to give the Poe clock to. Something dumb I did as a kid. So this is a collidable object. But if you get the right pixel, you can just walk across. Completely pointless. And I may have died more than a few times trying to do that, but hey, there you go. I don't think it works on these, though. Yeah, it'll just push you up. Only works on the vertical ones. Oh yeah, we gotta go this way. And I think there's goodies up here. So here's this lady. What was her name again? Faror, Oracle of Secrets. So this was supposed to be the other Oracle in a third game. If there ever had been a third game. Hall of Secrets, secrets, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so this is one of the things that you do is you'll go through New Game Plus and you'll encounter NPCs that now have a secret to give you. So you've already used the main secret to start the NG Plus playthrough. In that NG Plus playthrough, characters will have their own secrets. You then take that back to, I think, the other game, and you plug it in, and then you can unlock stuff, like new weapons, new items, more rings, that kind of thing. Yeah, so this is just a free heal spot, which is a weird place for this thing, since you don't really need it. But these bushes will open up as you finish dungeons. I think it's like... There might be... Let's see, there's two, there's one on the other one. So yeah, every other dungeon after the third one, after the first one, will, I think, open up one of those. And I think there's usually like a gaseous seed or a ring or something. Could there be a hidden room somewhere? I felt the drafts from above. This kind of looked like a one-eyed fairy to me. You got the Harp of Ages. I am Nehru, Oracle of Ages. You are holding an instrument called the Harp of Ages. I do not know you, but it is not by mere chance that you now hold that harp. You are a hero chosen by the currents of time. Your arrival means I am not in this age any longer. I hid the harp here, knowing this could happen. I entrust the harp to you. By playing certain tunes on the Harp of Ages, you can travel through time. Let me teach you the Tune of Echoes. If you play that tune, you'll unlock the powers of time portals found across this land. Step into a time portal to travel through time from one other age. As you journey, you may learn more tunes that will let you travel through time more freely when you play them. Please, chosen hero, protect this land from the clutches of evil. I'm counting on you, unknown hero. It's the Echo tune. I don't really like the time portal gimmick. It really feels like they had a good idea. What's Imp have to say about this? Hurry, you must save Naru. The world's falling apart. Here we go again. Everyone has something to say here. Fate, that's the Harp of Ages. Maybe you can use it to open the time portals and sail through time. The cave has crumbled in this age, but perhaps you can go to the past to find a way in. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like, they give this great idea of, like, travel through time, and then you get locked in these little fucking squares. And then the second one you get only takes you into the past, but you can do it anywhere. And then the last one actually unlocks the you can go anywhere button. And really, like, it seems like it's like a understandable, what do you call it? Progression, but really, you couldn't really go anywhere. By the time you get the last one, you couldn't have really gone anywhere new or getting anywhere new that you couldn't have before. So it doesn't really make sense, you know. So this door is actually interesting. And let me see if I can get it to work here. Let's save again real fast. That is a specific shop for if you played the Oracle games in a Game Boy Advance. Somehow the cartridge would be communicating with the Game Boy Advance. It would tell that tell the game which console it was in, and if it was a GBA, because this came out right about the same time as GBA did. It would open that door and it's a shop. So if we actually, no, we don't want save states. Change our core from this to this. I'm pretty sure it won't open immediately. Yeah, it won't open right now, but if we restart, it might. That's weird. So now we should be playing it in GBA. Or the game thinks we are. Nope, still shut. Okay. I don't know how to get that to work. Maybe I have to close it and open it again. Yeah, it says... Yeah, CD needs a restart. Anyway. There really isn't anything, I don't think, essential in there. Like, if we were doing a 100%, I might be more concerned with figuring it out. But we're not, so it doesn't matter. Echoes in vain. Just kind of an interesting gimmick. I don't think any other games actually did anything like that. I'm going to have to look back at a list. Like, the only games that did it were the last games on the GBC that were coming out right when the GBA was coming out too. Nice. I don't remember what the chance rates are on the gaseous seeds, and I don't remember when they're determined or how. There are ways to manipulate them, I believe. So we're actually going to save that, just so we don't lose that ring. But I do not remember if holding the ring now means that it's already determined what the ring will be, or it's going to be determined later. Who needed the pole lamp? Not you. There's someone in a dark room. There's no other rooms here. Oh. There. A is B and B is A. You need to remember that. I think we're guaranteed an encounter with Maple in that one area right there when we're done with the second dungeon. My husband gave Queen Ambi that which pleases her, but he was still taken to work on the Black Tower. I want him back. Ambi's bombs have tremendous power. Somewhere in the woods is a tree that bears a very special seed. I'm looking at this cave thinking there's treasure inside, but I can't get in with this rock here. If I could just blast it away. If only we had something that could help us blast. I'm gonna find something that Queen Ambi desires so I don't have to work in Ambi's tower. Sorry man, you gotta go to work. COVID's over. Deep in the woods are magical seeds and an owl statue. When the seeds are placed on that statue, it moves. The first time I saw it, it startled me. But I now find it amusing. It kind of looks like a skull, doesn't he? I'm not supposed to go into the woods, so don't tell anybody. Okay, he kind of looks like a little skull guy. What did the queen want? Puzzle seeds? Enigma seeds? It's a mystery to me. Oh, haha. Are we also searching for that which Ambi desires? We should not go further. There are hordes of terrible beasts. Yeah, all two of them. My God. What have I done? And the days go by, water flowing underground. What the hell else is here? I forget. Crabs. Does it just loop back? Nope. Is this I don't remember there being any bombable walls that echoed. Like, there's almost no reason to tap in Ages. In Seasons, there's a whole dungeon built around that, which is really cool. Ages, though, is like no real reason to bother with it. Yeah, this is where I die. The shitty Bluetooth controller filter right here. Hey. A shield for 50 rupees. Yeah. I think someone else gives me a better deal later. A shield for 30 rupees. Yeah. Something I'm kind of struggling to get used to again is to throw anything, you actually need to have a little bit of momentum walking forward. So like this rock here, right? If I actually want to throw it to the right, I actually walk to the right. Whereas like in Link's Awakening, you just like whatever way you're facing is the way it's thrown. Otherwise, you just drop it, you know? Makes it a little more challenging to try and hit something with something you're throwing and not also run and like walk into it. Easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, there we go. Ah, fuck. That's the wrong one. Well, at least I have a shield now. Don't remember if I need the shield, but, you know. It's nice to have, I guess. I forgot it's almost pointless to have the power ring on quite yet because you're not really in any situations you need it. Beyond just getting hurt more than you would. Could really go for some hot chocolate right now. I don't know why. It sounds nice. There we go. And this owl statue here replaces the old owl and beak statues in Link's Awakening. The mystery seeds are fun, and I wish they had a little bit more time to be useful, because basically they just replicate any of the other seeds randomly, including the ones you don't have. So if you want to fuck around with them a little bit, do this. I don't think you can use them on yourself, though, so I don't think they actually replicate Pegasus seeds, but it could be any of the other three. Those are the mystery seeds Queen Amber's been demanding. Nice work, kid. I'll take you to the palace. Not bad, kid. You found him. Now come with me to meet Queen Amber herself. forgot she had her own little song. Queen Ambi. He says he wishes to pay tribute. He brings the mystery seeds Your Majesty has been seeking. What have you brought before me? Mystery seeds. Nayru desires mystery seeds more than anything else. She'll be most pleased. By what name do you go, boy? Faint. I offer a reward, Faint. Bring it here. Faint, this is your reward. Take it with great thanks. We got bombs. My palace is very large. You will not be able to find the way out alone. I shall guide you. Let's go, kid. Will that boy be able to return? Yes, Your Majesty. Hey, ha! You've done well. First you let me through the barrier, now you bring me mystery seeds. Such a nice boy. Taking advantage of people's kindness is too easy. This makes one less thing that can obstruct my ambitions. But my, these mystery seeds are unpleasant. Their sight and smell. Anyhow. Queen Ambi. Now with my powers, the flow of time is yours to command. For you, I shall create a day that never ends, so that people will never sleep and work on the tower can continue. And when the tower reaches the heavens, you shall go down in history as the greatest queen to ever live. Oh, I shall be known as the Great Queen. Nayru, Orc of Ages, give me the endless day so the people can work without stopping to rest. Young and old alike will work toward my ends. Whoop, he's spookied. Or he may have just been gone out to execute them, I don't know. We're close to the Age of Shadows, but it's still premature. The true shadow will fall when the Black Tower reaches the heavens, and I climb to its highest turret. Then it will come. Nice work, kid. Ambi's most pleased. You can go now. Thanks, guys. And then everybody can sell you fucking bombs, even though it was like a very special gift. She took all my fucking mystery seeds. I forgot about that. Yep, here she comes. It's Maple. I have to be careful not to lose her. Oh look, all my bombs. Watch where you're walking. I'm walking here. I came through this tunnel. Flying along. What are you doing here anyway? Taking your stuff, dude. Maple won't give a shit about what time zone she's in. East Coast, Central Time, Mountain. It doesn't matter. As long as you can steal Link's shit. What's this guy doing? Did you find what Ambi desires? Bombs also work a little bit weird. You just pick them up and then you have to toss them instead of just dropping them. Makes it a lot easier to blow yourself up accidentally. Not a fan of how that works. I think actually you can get a ring to switch it back to just dropping it. Wing Dungeon. This is another one I've had issues with in the past. Need a shield. You know, there's something to be said about how some items are given a lot more emphasis on others in each of the games. Like Link's Awakening, the shield is your shield, you know? You washed up with it. But here you just buy it off a tree, you know? That particular puzzle right there took me like 2 months to solve as a kid, I shit you not. But the bombs here are a sacred gift from Queen Ambi. But not the sword, you know. It's almost like they're different characters, you could say. I fully expect to die in here a few times. Wing Dungeon was never one of my favorites. The boss is fun, but getting to him is kind of a pain in the ass. With these railway carts and these fucking things. And because the boomerang's not in this game, you can't deal with them like you would in Seasons. I should really take the power ring off. There's absolutely no reason to have it on right now. Yeah, I should really take this ring off. I am hurting badly by all this nonsense. Yeah, I'm taking the ring off. Taking it off. We don't need it. Don't need its bad juju. You can no longer have your sword and shield out at the same time anymore either, unfortunately. I'd like to get done with Wing Dungeon tonight, because the third dungeon, just getting to it is going to take at least 2 hours. It's such a fucking slog. One of the reasons why I don't really enjoy playing Ages more than Seasons anymore. That one particular sequence, just to get from the second to the third dungeons. Wing Dungeon makes you feel like it does a good job making you feel helpless to get across all these gaps, though. Because again, this game is much tighter than Link's Awakening was. You can't like damage boost yourself across pits anymore, or try and wiggle your way across. You just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Man, I might have fallen asleep. Fuck. I have to make this quick. Yeah, fucked up. God damn it. I should really be trying to start earlier. I had like a couple hours prior that I could have started, but I needed to let my phone charge so it wouldn't die midstream, which would have been bad because we're already, I think, nearing 50% battery for only, what, 2 hours? A little over 2 hours. And then just to get all the fucking technical shit resolved. Yeah, you're really easy to blow yourself up accidentally. Should have been greedy. Alright, now we're gonna put the damn ring on. With no wings, there is no match for me. So this guy's gimmick is, when he slams down, he's supposed to crack the floor and make pits up. But if you just stay on the edges here, you can't actually make any pits. I should be doing a lot better if I wasn't scumming with a bad fucking controller. I should really just slash him. There we go. Easy peasy. And here's the fun part. Yeah, see? If you fell down here, you'd have to deal with this shit over and over. But luckily that didn't happen, so we don't have to. I like these hooded staffels. They don't show up often in Ages. Or Seasons, now I think about it. Oh my god. Amazing. Again, this is one particular dungeon they really make you want the fucking item. Having to walk through this shit. That fucking slime is just dirty. There's a dirty, nasty slime to throw right there. I need to take that ring back off again, don't I? That particular thomp always made me remind me of King of the Hill. Hank Hill. King of the Hank. Right? Kind of has a Hank vibe. A bit Hank-coded, if you will. That's nice. This is a disembodied voice in my head. I don't remember how to make this jump. These parts always seem kind of odd to me, like out of place, these platforming parts. But really, when you think about it, like Zelda 2, this was a whole fucking game, you know? It makes more sense then. Fuck. I forgot he drops automatically. Oh my god. Is that even a jump you can make? I don't remember. What the fuck is down there? It's probably just like a fucking gaseous seed or something dumb. I have to go back and look that up again. I don't remember now. But we got the feather now, so the rest of the dungeon should be much easier theoretically, but there's a whole bunch of fucking goddamn railroad puzzles now. They're not fun. This is not one of my favorite fucking dungeons to do because of this shit. Fuck. Yeah, there's gonna be some fucking problems with this controller. Swear on me, mum. Those little floating item caches aren't in this game either, so there's no relying on those. Not a single heart. Not one spare for poor old Faint. Well, fuck y'all. Nope. See, I remember how to do this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. Yeah. Of course. Nothing. How would I ever get anything? God damn it. Why should I ever get anything? What right do I have to things? I might have to... I'll just go back and get some pots broken. Of course, why would I have anything nice? I'm just going to destroy the fucking planet looking for some goddamn hearts. So I have to keep listening to that again. Over and over and over. The dinging, the incessant dinging of the horrible hearts. There. Fuck. We can stop. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is the fun part. Precise little fucking bunny hop ledges with keys bothering you. And that happens. Please tell me they didn't just reset the puzzle. All the things I could do. Nope, I see blue. Alright, we're good. Unbelievable. All that for a seed. Oh, I hate this room. Just that fucking pole pot right there. That's the only reason. God damn it. broken. Fuck you. Alright, I forgot the other reason. Because we have to fucking do that. And I'm running out of fucking patience. Getting fucking grumpy. I'm a chuckster. Kind of a weird gray area how the game decides when you can and can't push a pot, because you don't need to have the power bracelet attached, right? You just need to have it. But if you were somehow unable, or able to remove it, would you be able to still push the pot or no? Oh my god. Oh, right. I was forgetting this is like a fucking gimmick. This shit. This is a really neat... I like that torch. It deserved to have a different fucking purpose, though. God damn it. Oh, I don't have the fucking boss key yet? Alright, we'll just fucking kill me. God damn it. Just kill me. Be done with it. I'm trying to remember where the fucking boss key was. Oh, there's a room right next to it. God damn it. I think I have to do that fucking... I have to do like 3 puzzles over again now. Yep. Oh. Fuck the keys. Fuck this room. A whole heart down. For one fucking bat. This fucking dungeon's a masterclass. How to make a fucking troll level. We gotta do this one again. God, fuck you guys. Oh, I'm actually getting lag now. What the fuck is this? Can you see that jerkiness? That's happening in the game right now. Oh my god. I love this dungeon. So much. Such a great dungeon. Fantastic dungeon. Never a dungeon as good as this fucking piece of shit dungeon. God damn it. I swear to God, I'm going back to the fucking PlayStation controller. This shit is just not fucking worth it. Better give me a fucking heart. Fuck it. I'm not ready to go to bed. I'm gonna give it one more attempt. And then we can just do this tomorrow. Because fuck it. I'm tired. I was really hoping to beat this dungeon tonight, but like... Since the worst part of it's in the last quarter, fuck it. It's part of the growing pains of growing up with fucking Link's Awakening and then being given a very similar system of jumping, but you're losing so much more control. You know? Like, when you start slipping off the edge, you can't bobble your way back up again. You're just falling. You know, there's no in-between. Like that. You just can't do it. So I'm already down to one fucking heart. Amazing. Of course, not anything for me. Why would they? God, that's fucking terrible. It's awful. I don't know if it's just the luck I'm getting tonight or just bullshit. I'm not getting anything heart-wise. No fucking hearts. Now my daughter's awake. Alright, 1 second. I'm back. I think as Emilia's beginning to cook, actually. Yeah, phone's hot. That's probably why. Alright, so we need to wrap this up then. Okay, right fucking here. Unbelievable. Oh my god, I fucking forgot about this thing. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Fuck it. I'm not dealing with this shit tonight. Alright, buddy. So that was first part of Oracle of Ages. We'll continue tomorrow night when I've had more patience, more sleep, and my phone's not lagging like a motherfucker, and we're not using this fucking controller again. I'll tell you that for free. Anyway, good night. See you all tomorrow.